I remember that.
Hey guys, welcome back to another iteration of the My Hero Academia manga chapter streams for Sunday. It's been 3 weeks. 3 weeks since we got the new chapter from last time. That was 351. We're now at 352. I'm here
On the
with
highway
Mark,
the last time
as you
we
can
were
probably
doing
see. You can probably tell.
Hey guys, hey guys, I'm not on the highway this time.
Yes. And Mark, there's something that we always do before every new manga chapter. What would that be?
Recap episode.
Oh my god. Dude, I wish I could whip out glasses, put them on so fast like that.
I can't wait for the anime adaptation of that series.
I don't know if that's okay.
Futoki no Guild. Can't wait for it.
I think it's on a level of it could be pretty inappropriate.
Hey. If interspecies reviewers could do it.
If interspecies reviewer could do it. You know what? Fair enough. Alright, so we got the previous chapter that we would like to cover. It's been 3 weeks, so it's actually a good refresher point. Previous chapter, from what I remember, is Dueling Peaks. I'm sorry, I mean the Todoroki clash. Two flash fires. Man, dude.
I fully expect someone to do that edit as soon as this is actually animated.
Yeah, I believe it. Also, like, just take the audio from the Agni Kai too. They went crazy on that. But oh yeah, so real quickly, we're seeing different like techniques being used for flash fire fists. We see Toya, he's using the Hell Spider. It's a lot more intensive version than what we saw from Endeavor way back when.
Bigger still.
Even Ida takes a look at that. He's like, "Oh my god, dude! Is
Oh
Todoroki
my
gonna be okay?" We have the Endeavor like company covering for Todoroki, but it's not enough because Todoroki's here. Like, he's prepping the flash fire, and Toya does a nothing personal kid move, and like whips behind him and like socks him.
Just Broly's this man.
He Broly's this man. If you guys remember the thumbnail that I put, it's exactly like that, and I was like, "Yo." I have a pretty good feeling there was some inspiration on that panel.
You know, it's funny. In an interview recently, Horikoshi said in his fight with the Star and Shigaraki, he said he was aiming to test his hand at doing a Dragon Ball level fight.
Oh, really?
And you could definitely tell.
Yeah, it may like when I think about Dragon Ball, I pretty much think it's nothing like too crazy as far as like.
It depends.
Yeah, it depends, right? Because usually
there are
like
some fights where it goes intense.
I think beams, and I just think of just like punching here, kicking there, punching here, kicking that, punching here, kicking those.
I don't know, like the ones in Super recently have Toyotaro has been going in with a lot more choreography.
Yeah, you're right. I've been seeing it too. But with My Hero, especially with the Stars fight, there was a level of technicality, but it wasn't like too technical as far as just like the fighting techniques. It's just using your quirks technique.
Especially because he had so much he could do with Star's ability.
This is true. So it's about kind of like the different applications versus just like, oh, you can use your leg right here and you can use your fist right here. It's kind of different in this world.
What if I take these lasers and make them into a lightsaber?
But I will say that Toya in this example is a pretty good like Dragon Ball reference if it is one, because it is just like the big aura, and then it's a straight laser flame into a building.
Not only that, like I know the other one you're talking about too, like where he blasts him off after he just charges him. Like later in the chapter, it looks like Broly just put the blast into someone and just watching them fly off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about the last bit here. Todoroki, turns out he's very durable. He took that hit like a champ, and he has flash fire fists prepped,
Ate it.
and he has this new technique, quoted as phosphor.
Phosphorus.
So that's kind of where it left us. And we were like, yo, they went in on this chapter. How can they wrap up like that? And I guess we're gonna find out in chapter 351. Actually, I think I might want to. Yeah, I'll bring the chapter like closer to me right here.
Is this 351 or is this 352?
352. Yeah, 352. All right. Oh man, there's some really small text on the side. But let me see if I can do something about this. All right, so this is page 1. Looks like this takes place on the final night at UA, the High Alliance, the student dorms. We have Deku. He reaches out to Todoroki. Todoroki, I can't believe they're making you fight him. Actually, I wanted this, so don't worry. Even if my old man is gonna gripe about not fulfilling his promise. If we think of it as punishment, then Hawks and them made a wise choice. Deku just takes a little bit of time to think. Dabi's existence is my family's crime. Besides, in order to reach the heights I'm aiming for, I can't run from this.
Before we change pages, just want to point something out.
Aye.
Let's finish bathing within 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's doing.
And also, Manetta's ass.
I like how, I mean, granted, like those don't really get censors as much. The fact that like the one ball above his head covers Ida, in addition to like the text line or the speech bubble.
I know it covers Shoji and Tokoyami, but dude, Shoji has a big ass back.
It's like it's so crazy how pronounced it is, even like as like one of the background characters.
I know he's a teenager, but goddamn, he's built.
They gotta support that quirk, especially his quirk.
And then there's Manetta with his bony ass.
I like how you could. A real quick aside, like I like how you can define like the left cheek.
I know, it's like it's that little bit of definition
for that one line.
That one line to the side, it's like you could tell. Oh, he's got a little muscle.
He's been doing his clunches.
He's been doing them squats.
At the far end, there's this little sliver of text here. Summary of the last chapter. Probably because we needed that. It was a mimic Flashfire versus Flashfire, made to stop a big brother now. Now Toya and Shoto's moves are about to collide.
Now you get to see some science behind it.
Oh, nice. I actually really want to see this. All right. I'll read this this last page here. This new move of mine. We're still at the UA at this point.
Those abs, boy.
Yeah, like it's almost like built flat, if that makes sense. Just from this angle. But what's important to note here is the fact that the flames that like come out of his chest in this point like are crossed, pretty much the same as like Endeavor's. Or was it? I think
Endeavor has a
similar type of thing going on. But to continue, Todoroki was saying, this move of mine will get me past that wall, to those heights. Deku finally has a t-shirt that doesn't say t-shirt, right? It has an A, but he continues on referencing something. Is this what you meant when you said you were going to figure it out? References, well, actually, when was that? Little, like, side panel.
Quite a bit ago.
But Deku continues, is this some form of Flashfire Fist?
Well.
Ojo's over here, he's like, oh, right, you were gone, so you didn't know. We have Kaminari just poking at the chest. Look, I can poke all I want, feeling the heat. Cool, right?
He's just sitting there like, really?
Now you can disrespect me like this. Kaminari's like, easy.
Poke.
All right. I have to also be careful because like I'm trying to like keep it close to me here, but if I zoom in, it'll freeze at a certain point. But here's Deku trying to poke at it too. But Todoroki tries to continue. Still, it's hard to maintain for very long. hence figuring it out as I keep poking
The lines to show that he's shaking as they're poking him.
it. Here's Wako in the background. I'll last longer in battle than you, wimp. No dialing the changing room, says Ida. Get into the bath quickly.
Classic Ida.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
All right. I can elevate my flash fire move by using my right and left sides at the same time. My heart is central to making both hot and cold manifest. So we can think of the heart as like a chamber, like a core.
Okay.
I can cycle heated and chilled blood throughout to create stability inside my body. Blending heat and cold. That's totally like via a cold fire of sorts. We
Hmm.
see another thing of him and his different halves. My old man sought out ice that could stifle the inner heat, while I'm going in the other direction. Also that here's it also that I can be the one to affirm the reason. Midoriya, I was born into that family. Next page. Yes, this is my power. Thank you. As he smiles. And then we see this big page as
This is nice.
he just smacks the shit out of Toya. Icebound crash. Cold flames, pale blade. Maybe this is the way. As you see Toya just like, oh,
This is the way to cool your head.
cool your head. On for you.
Oh my god, dude. It's pretty much exactly like how you would see it. He literally just like whipped up like a side slash of like ice. You can't you could barely even make out like the figure of Toya in that panel.
You remember how they said Toya's fire was like burning cold? This is burning cold right here, man.
This is burning cold. So yeah, it takes a little bit. He gets sent back, but he like projects himself back into like back into balance. We finally see his pupils after this. He's thinking to himself, so he's got himself a body that can withstand scorching heat, and he found the power to chill my own inferno. The perfect man for this job, huh? You go on and on about right and wrong choices, but I knew it. We might share the same blood, but we ended up real different. It's interesting to see. Yeah, this is a bit of Todoroki like kind of recovering from. Well, I think he just used up the flash fire, so he needs to charge it up again. He says, "I lost it. I need to switch it back on."
I remember he said it takes a lot of focus.
Yeah, I can only imagine because he has to do that at the exact same time, and he has to elevate both of them to a certain like peak level.
Because it's managing your chilled and heated blood at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of circulation.
Yeah. The shame that he had to kind of come up with it like so soon.
It's an emergency.
Yeah. Toya's like, the limitations of superpowered society. That's us. You hear me?
Man looks like a monster.
Yeah, he looks like a titan.
You're right.
A warped rail can never mingle with a straight and narrow one, he says. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll just take just this big panel of things. It's wow. He literally sends like flames of like tower flames.
Just pillars of flames.
Yeah. Running in parallel, but forever apart. Now
Hell flash.
Now burn to ash. Die for our sakes.
It's legit Android 16's move, dude. Hell flash.
It's so crazy, dude. My god, no, like the Endeavor Squad can't take it. They're like, Shoto, you couldn't be more right.
Blech.
They look charred and they're knocked out.
It's getting hot in here.
So we're gonna just take a break for a moment.
I got it now.
Okay.
All right, we see Todoroki. He took a little bit of that, but he's still fine. Heat that can even burn me. This is like the sound of the sizzling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, you guys. We see burning. Quit it. Save your energy. Let me say just one thing then. Thank you.
I see what's happening. But let's continue.
The past. along this path of mine, I've reclaimed so much for myself. Before I knew it, it seemed like everyone else had gotten so far ahead. He's just, him always feeling like an outsider.
Mm-hmm.
We see Class 1A, but they were always there, waiting. We see him charging up, thinking about everybody. Class A never left anyone behind. They were always there to reassure me. Build up. And your ultimate we see, Matt Lady, your ultimate moves symbolize you. It's it's through those moves that people can learn what you're capable of. Boom. As we see him just
Whoa.
go in.
Whoa, what's happening, bruh?
We see Toya says thud like like pop. No. We're gonna mingle whether you like it or not. And we see him he got him straight in the gut. So please, just stop already.
Whoa, dude. Holy
That's what I
shit.
said. I was like, holy shit.
Want to go ahead and tell us what that name is?
Great glacial Ager.
I keep like I'm looking at it, I'm like, you it's an ice move, and you can't see ice. You just see white.
Dog, it froze the trees and everything in the background. That was a wide vicinity. As we see Toya and Shoto as children crying, we see them. We see Toya's slumped over Todoroki, and Todoroki's holding them both up.
My my like,
Holy fuck,
dude, you got that
dude!
building in the back over there.
There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buildings frozen. Look at the trees.
They got hit.
Do you know how far that vicinity must have been? Dude, look, the ones way in the back.
I see it.
There's buildings like you can tell they're meant to be even further in the background. You
Yeah,
could
they're
see
from
them
the back.
frozen.
You can see the ice on them.
Like that must have been. That's got to be at least a mile or two vicinity.
My God, dude. And oh my God. Well, is there anything that we need to do, like, just wrap up this chapter here? This last panel?
Holy shit!
We were talking about how they do a lot of, like, metaphors here. They have Toya, the flames, like, already gone from him, and then, like, immediately just cuts to just them. And of course we just talked about, like, the background just being affected by this.
Yeah, I think what's really poetic is you see Toya crying, you see Shoto crying, that they're both just there with each other, and then you see the two brothers, like Toya's just slumped over his little brother.
Mm-hmm.
Little brother's holding up big brother.
Yeah, so you're right. It's almost like it did conclude, but we could see something happen. I'm not sure, but for what it is right now, this is this is different.
It's basically like Todoroki's just saying, he said, "No, we're gonna mingle whether you like it or not. So
Mhm.
please, just stop already." So he's basically just asking Toya to stop. Like it's not too late.
I'm
Like
not.
let him save you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The moment after the flashback Mountain Lady panel, he does the boom. If I understand that correctly, he literally just like jetted himself right at Toya with his left hand side, and then with the right.
Just decked him in the stomach.
Mm-hmm. That
Now
that
that was a
yeah,
Dragon Ball move.
I was gonna say this reminds me of the um the sports festival. Actually, reminds me of this sports festival.
That animation was nuts.
Mm-hmm. But
Like
this is
that was
but
one of the
this
most hype animated scenes.
this is like the next level.
Oh, they got to go hard on this animation.
Dude, they're not sleeping when it comes to this one.
Like, I'm about to Google right now just to see if anyone's colored this. What is this? This is 352.
Yeah. All right. So, sorry, Mark, I'm gonna have to like wrap this up like real soon. So, quick
All
thoughts
good, all
here.
good, all good.
Quick thoughts here. Hold on.
Wild ass chapter.
So yeah, this is absolutely insane. I want to reference the fact that it did look like the sports festival, but this is crazy. Um,
Also, why are we going so speed?
what's going on?
Is it also why are we going so speed?
I gotta order lunch.
Ah, I mean, you can always pause for a second, go order your lunch. It's good.
No, I don't want to pause it.
It's all right. Order your lunch.
No, because like after that, I don't want to stream. uh,
I
I
mean, we could wrap it up after you order your lunch.
nah, it's gonna take a little bit. I don't really want to like hold everyone's time
It's
on this.
a big order, let me tell you what.
It's a semi big order. So
All for myself.
it does feel Dragon Ball Z like. This is another step for Todoroki. Like, I'm so happy that like him as like quote unquote big three, prospective like big three, right? Of class 1A gets this time in spotlight, and to show all these different like cool techniques, it's very impressive to see all that.
It
So
has been like this is. We were hoping they would deliver when it came to the Todoroki family's confrontation with Toya, and my God, did they?
also, real quick, MC, yeah, I just put you on timeout. Apologies on that. Just those jokes
Why?
don't.
Why'd you put
if
time out?
if you literally put terrorists in text, I will just immediately
Wait,
hit
what's
you
the
up.
context?
It was something like it was a joke that had like the word terrorist in it. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna take my time to review this. I'm just gonna hit timeout.
I guess that's just where you and I would have at least looked just to make sure. I'd be like, before I do something, let me just check.
Yeah. So apologies if you meant well and you just want to just have like a quick joke there. I just don't want like that level in there, and I wish I had time to review that. I just don't right now.
Lunch is on the line.
Lunch is on the line. Deku has a shirt that doesn't say t-shirt. This is an emergency. But yeah, otherwise it's a really good chapter. The only thing I want to just check is are they gonna take a break after this? Like I understand if they do.
I hope not, because you can't just tease us like this.
I'm fine either way, but yeah, I get what you mean. Oh no, they got another week accordingly. So cool. So hopefully in the next chapter we'll see the resolution, which Toya, the best case scenario is that like he just, even if he doesn't change his mind or anything like that, he just simply can't do anything. Physically he's done.
Fire extinguisher.
This is it's a pretty hefty fire extinguisher.
It's almost like it put out everything within the like 5 block radius.
Yeah, it's like what fire?
Fire? What's that?
But yeah. Dude, I'm also just at like a loss for words in this chapter too.
Like
They
it's like what can you say
they put so much detail on this one, but
other than holy shit.
really though. But I also like that this is also a growth thing about Todoroki. I mean,
Oh yeah, like
honestly,
I love seeing the character development for him.
yeah, especially when like, initially he didn't even care about like making friends here, and he had like one sole dream, and that's just to reject his father, become pro hero. But it turns out that he actually needs his classmates to grow, and
He's actually improving the relationship with his father.
and in a way it kind of like helped boasted him being able to use that technique, because he didn't have a lot of time to charge that up.
Yeah, like I mean, he was still wondering how he was gonna manage his powers like better.
Mm-hmm. But I will say that he still needed to charge up, and that's when the Endeavor Company had to take care of things. and cover for him, but that was just enough time for him to do what we need to do. I will say though, one of the panels where he said, like, let me say one thing then. Thank you. I see his face, and it reminded me of Endeavor's like flame mask. And I was like, what is happening? But I don't think it
Big
was.
facts.
I don't think it was kind of like that. It could have been more symbolic. Um, because like when you see the build up panel, it looks crazy. It kind of looks like Deku at his full cow 100%.
Big facts.
They also just look like Dragon Ball characters at that point. Yeah,
Not a bad thing.
not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. I think that's just, whether it's intentional or not, it just shows like the progress, the power level increasing.
It also just shows that it also shows Horikoshi is getting really good at drawing these big battle scenes.
Mm-hmm. It's yeah, it's phenomenal, dude.
Like
When
I
this,
think he has, in terms of his art, he's come such a long way when it comes to battle scenes.
yeah, I can only imagine what happens in the quote unquote final battle.
Woo!
But yeah, all right. That's all I really got to say. Honestly, it's a lot to take in,
Lunch.
and also lunch. So, Mark, any closing thoughts?
Pog chapter, cannot wait to see what happens next chapter.
I agree with that. So yeah, all right. We'll go ahead and conclude.